Okay, so phase one of the coaching evaluation work was very much about gathering the perceptions and experiences of coaches and coachees undergoing a coaching programme. So Northamptonshire Police, like many organisations, have invested financially in creating a coaching culture, and many organisations evaluate coaching, but not many do it to an empirically robust sort of style. I think that the latest kind of research indicates that only about 40% of organisations do any sort of evaluation on coaching, and it's not uncommon for organisations to evaluate coaching by simply doing sort of evaluation sheets at the end of coaching programmes. But with any large financial investment, organisations more and more want to kind of really get a good understanding of what benefits coaching can deliver for them. So Northamptonshire Police specifically wanted to assess whether the coaching programme had any impact on the leadership and personal management styles of their employees. That includes civilian and officers. They also wanted to look at growing a coaching culture, so they recognised that this would be a long-term endeavour. So that was key in terms of assessing and measuring that. And also the research wanted to look at the impact of coaching on personal well-being and development as well. For phase one of the coaching evaluation, we actually did an online survey. So as part of this, questions were asked of both coaches who'd been through the coaching programme and coachees as well. So this survey, it focused on a few different areas. So from a coach's perspective, it focused on their thoughts and experiences really of the coaching programme delivered to them. Also the opportunities that they've had since the coaching programme to deliver coaching itself, and also in their kind of experiences what they think the benefits of coaching is to them as a coach, but also the wider organisation. And for coachees, the questions were very much focused on benefits to them of having been coached, but also opportunities that they've now had since this new personal development, and how that has had any sort of impact really on their day-to-day work, and of course on wider organisational performance as well. So the survey very much was gathering information that would also assist in further programme design of the coaching programme, because obviously we wanted to have an impact, as this was a pilot. We wanted to have an impact on future iterations, if you like, of the coaching programme. Okay, so the qualitative data that we gathered in the online survey suggests that coachees are reporting higher confidence levels around working relationships, but specifically higher confidence levels around their own leadership skills and management skills as well. In terms of the longer term aspirations about building a coaching culture, there was indications that coaches are reporting that they don't feel like they have enough time in their day to engage in coaching activities, and they also feel that there is a lack of people in their organisations to come forward and be coached. So this is not unusual in organisations, in a sense that in some organisations there can be a feeling that having coaching is somewhat of a stigma, which of course is incorrect. But for a coaching culture to grow, it is necessary to have positive, I guess, perceptions of coaching and what it can do and the benefits of it for individual employees. Also, we've got some of the self-efficacy and well-being data baseline now, and the intention is to keep monitoring that going forward, just to look at the sustainability, if you like, of the positive impact of coaching. The data also suggests that whilst at the beginning coaches were relatively less confident in their own skills and abilities. Once they had done a few sessions with the coachees, the confidence levels really increased greatly. Okay, with coaching evaluations, it's quite unusual for organisations to actually want a robust evaluation of the coaching programme. So many organisations, they make very large financial investments in coaching programmes, but with relatively less thought put into assessing the impact of coaching, because perhaps coaching might be more successful with certain groups within an organisation or for certain issues or themes. So it was quite unusual for a policing organisation to actually want their coaching programme evaluated. So that in itself was really, really positive. They were also quite keen on collaboratively, really, assessing what they wanted us to look at. So one key area they wanted us to look at was organisational performance. So as well as looking at the personal impact of coaching on their employees, they wanted to look at the more digital measures around how it impacted on their service to members of the public.